This field was home to legends like Bellino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Bringing it back. And the
Tulsa offense.
His return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Mids offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Now the toss. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they got it at the 25. And it's another 1st and 10 play. On the move. Got the 1st down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely difficult.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here comes the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tulsa wasting no time. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
And first down for the offense.
The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Navy will go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins.
And that's just a timing round. If I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of it.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of this sport.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. Wide out in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Keeps looking downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Navy offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they're able to make the tackle. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his man. It's Bitonio. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now on the option. Delivers the contact. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
RD, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The option's working, the quarterback's making the right plays, keeping the football, having a lot of success. You dang right. I'll run that again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Williams will pass. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
They'll run the option.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback. And down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open. But it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing them where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, midshipman. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
He's off to the races. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Navy quick to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the option. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. to the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. On the option. Now the pitch. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to pound their way in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
If they can pay off this third and goal up. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Yates. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Finding open areas. And the defense got it. And in for the score. What a turn as they take